Hey, welcome back to JB Breaks Free. I hope you're having a great day, a blessed day, and getting 1% better than yesterday. I'm trying to do the same and breaking free from whatever is holding you back. I had a pretty busy morning. I went out in Instacart. I made 40 bucks, and I'm at about 185 for the week, so I figure if I get one in tomorrow, that'll get me to my goal of 200, which I'll take, and also caught up and had breakfast with a friend, which was really nice. And then just going to spend some time with the family for the rest of the afternoon and head into wait tables this evening. So pretty fun-filled day. And in between, I love doing these videos, and there's lots of other things I want to do, like list records and read and have family time. But today I wanted to talk about 3 topics. The first is going to be 3 life-changing pieces of financial advice that have certainly changed mine completely. The second would be fasting. And the third would be to have a minimalist kitchen. And that's going to be the trickiest one for me to accomplish, but because that is not truly my domain, but we're getting there and we're a partnership. But first, to talk about 3 life-changing pieces of financial advice. The first to talk about is if people are going to overspend, it's usually the big 3. Too much house, too much car, and too much entertainment. And you could add food into that as well. If you have too much house, if you have too much car, and if you have too much spending on entertainment, that could be eating out, trips, shopping, movies, anything like that. If you're having trouble living within your means or living below your means, check those 3 items and do what you have to do to lessen those costs. Life is awesome without a car payment. Life is awesome without a mortgage, and life is awesome. And without those 2 things, it's going to free up more room for entertainment if that is your thing. So check on those 3 things. Make sure you're not overspending on any of those 3. Number 2, begin your marriage by living on only one income. It didn't even consider that fact in our marriage. But once I discovered that that was something that was actually, that people did and that was possible, and I sat down and talked with my wife and we were able to figure that out, it brought a lot more peace to our life. That is going to give you freedom. If you live on one income in a 2-income household, you are going to have a lot of freedom. And you're also going to discover new things, because when my wife and I finally sat down to figure out our finances, we truly figured out our problems financially as well. And that has brought us financial peace and a peaceful marriage also. And number 3, and this is another big one, buy your car with cash. What you can afford in your savings, that is your car budget. And it might not be a lot. But use that money to buy your car now, and that's the car that you have, because that's the car that you can afford. And most people, don't have a car payment. That's going to keep you in debt. That's the car you can afford. Okay, you're going to drive that car, and while you do, you're going to keep saving and making car payments to yourself, not to the bank. And then when the next time rolls around, after you got everything you could out of that car safely, you're going to have more money in your savings to get your next car. And that's what we are doing right now. Our cars are paid off. Our car budget right now is what we have in our savings, and hopefully we'll have many more years out of these cars. And then when the time comes to get a car, we'll be able to do so in cash with no debt. I will never go back to debt again. Number 2, I want to talk about fasting, and not just from food, but from any external sources. Who is in control? You or the coffee? Who's in control? You or the shopping? You or social media? You or food? You or TV? You or cigarettes? You or alcohol? Any external influence. Who is in control? I want you to say to yourself right now, I could never go a day without. I could never go a week without. I could never go 30 days without. I could never go a year without. Start filling in the blanks, and trust me, I have some. And make that a challenge. Start with a 24 if you want. Go a week, go a month, and learn that you are in control of your habits and not the other way around. And you can break free from those external sources that are actually controlling you, and you are not free from their control. So try that. Try that fasting process. Like I said, it can be any, all, one, and anything that you think that you need to break free from as a test that will make you stronger. You're gonna, and of course, it's gonna be difficult. Expect the difficulties, especially during the beginning. If you fail, look for the lessons in your failure and try again. And of course, ease back in to what you are fasting from if that is what you choose to do. And then a minimalist kitchen. And that's something that's definitely, you can kind of do this fasting thing on your own, but a minimalist kitchen in a partnership is something that is a little bit different. 6 steps to a minimalist kitchen, and I'm working on it. The first would be to relocate anything that doesn't belong. And, you know, what's in there that doesn't belong? Mail, keys, purses, homework. You know, maybe there's too much stuff on the fridge. Just anything that doesn't belong, and it's get it out of there. Number 2, organize the drawers and cupboards. I know there's some things in our drawers right now that I could certainly move out and clean, and don't cram everything into the drawers. And the kitchen is one place that is certainly a compromising spot with me and my wife. Like, she's not the most minimalist person in the world, but these are things that we're working on together. Number 3, remove duplicate or little used items. And I actually just brought up an ice cream maker that we do not use. And I got shot right down. No. And I go, let's be honest. I don't know if it's been a year or 2. I'm not kidding. And she goes, I'll think about it. And that's a win for JB Breaks Free. Number 4, give every item a proper home. Have, you know, the cereal in a spot, the bread in another spot, the toaster in a spot, cans of food, breakfast stuff. Organize the fridge, organize the cupboards and drawers, cling wrap, all that stuff. Silverware, cups, mugs, dishes, all have their own proper home. Clear the counters. This was and still is the foundation of minimalism for me. Is I love a clean surface, a clear surface as well. And I'm always trying to put things in their proper home and constantly clearing surfaces. It brings me a lot of peace. And finally, clean out the pantry. Purge the pantry. Get rid of things that you're not going to eat. Get rid of things that are old and expired. Take everything out and organize it by grouping and put it back in its own proper place. And if you do all those 6 things, you will be well on your way to a minimalist kitchen, as long as your wife says it's okay, or your partner. And I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend, breaking free any way that you can. I love this community. I'm fired up for today. I hope you guys have the best day ever. Like, share, and subscribe to the video. It means a lot. Love to hear your comments. Love to know what you think about these 3 topics of today. Can't wait to talk to you, and I'll talk to you again soon.